In this episode of Stage Scene, I'm getting to know our new governess, talking about a remarkable experience and delving deeper into the production.
Everything's gonna change today, and it feels electric. It's like the clouds have blown away, and the sun has finally come. Nothing will ever be the same, 'cause we've been selected to carry out our destiny, to be the best that we can be, 'cause anything can happen if we make it so. It's a picture perfect world we live in, starting today. It's a picture perfect world we're giving, make no mistake. The sun's in the sky, the stars have not burn much brighter now. It's a picture perfect world, a picture perfect world. I'm feeling sexy and free, like glitter's raining on me. You're like a shot of pure gold. I think I'm about to explode. I can taste the tension like
I've been involved in many productions in which developing a rapport with other cast members has been very important in portraying a storyline successfully to the audiences. I'm looking forward to working with a very special member of the cast.
Here we are in Llanfrid Roger, and I have come to see a person who plays a much loved character in the show. Her name is Kieran, and she is our Maria.
baby, come on. Until the sunlight, take this dream the best I've ever known.
Rian has been performing for many years on stage. She's been involved in many productions with Selsig and other societies in the valleys. So Liam, what is it like to be playing the part of Maria?
Well, it's really exciting. It's the biggest part I've ever had. I've been with Selsig for about 7 years now, and this is the biggest part I've had. So I'm excited, but I'm a bit nervous as well because it's such a big part. I've got loads and loads of lines to learn and big songs as well to sing. So I'm a bit apprehensive, but I'm also excited. And I just love going up to Selsig, and it's like a social thing for me as well. Seeing my friends, like rehearsals is more of a little night out really than rehearsals. But yeah, so I'm really, really excited, and all my family are thrilled because it's a part that since I was about 3 I wanted, and I played hell about it and I really wanted it. So yeah, I can't wait.
So can you tell me what will be challenging when you're playing the part of Maria?
Well, the challenging parts will be going from practicing in the rugby club in Treherbert. That's, a smaller area, and you're kind of used to everyone who's watching you, people who see you every week, to actually going on the Park and Day stage, and it's much bigger. You've got issues with the new set. When you've been practicing, we haven't had the set with us, so you have to kind of re-go through everything as well, check where you're standing, check opening doors, because I've done shows with doors haven't opened and things like that. So that, and then you've got an audience every night, which people are coming and they'll have an opinion on you if you were good or bad, so there's the nerves of that. You have the full orchestra then, whereas in rehearsals you only have Stuart on the piano, so that's different. Then you're hearing different parts, different entries and things like that, so that might be challenging. And costume changes, I'm sure we've got, I think there's a couple of times we've got some fast changes.
Definitely.
So that's going to be hard.
Yeah, but I heard that the set is going to be massive as well, so do you think there'll be a lot of difference between the rehearsal room and then the stage?
I think so, because apparently there's a bit of a mountain that we have to climb, and there's trees that come in, so we'll have to practice that kind of, I'm sure like in The Sound of Music, that song, I'll be going in and out of the trees, so things like that I have to be careful of. But I've seen pictures of the set and it looks fab, so hopefully it'll look amazing and we'll work with it and it'll be fine.
One of you is Maria.
In 2006, Rhian auditioned for the highly popular BBC TV show How Do You Solve a Problem Like Maria? Rhian was not successful in passing the first round of auditions, but then a very interesting phone call occurred.
So, Rhian, can you tell me what happened when you had the phone call?
Well, I was just so shocked because I wasn't expecting it. The camera crew came to my house at my parents' house and they made me believe that the phone call was just going to be about... no, I didn't think there would be a phone call. They just came up to ask me, how do you feel about being out of the competition? Because they kind of had filmed me all the way through. You know, they normally pick certain people to ask, to follow. They filmed me all the way through and then they came up and said, you know, can we come and just film you to see what you're doing? So they had me singing a bit, playing the piano, talking about my career. And then my phone went and I kind of a little bit twigged because they said, oh, you feel free to answer it in the middle of the interview. And I thought, well, usually you can't answer the phone in an interview. And I answered it and it was Andrew Lloyd Webber on the phone.
Right, so what did he say? What was his first words to you on the phone?
He's very posh, and I felt, and on TV I came across so Welsh. I've got like the Welshest voice ever. Yeah, so he rang me and he said, hello, is that Rhian? And I said yes, and he said that he'd been looking through the videotapes of the auditions, because even though like on TV just looked like one audition, there's so many auditions before you even get to the TV stages. So he'd been looking at the videos of those. So even though I was out of the competition, he said then, oh, we'd like to ask you to come back. We think we made a bit of a mistake and we'd like you to come back and join Maria School in London.
Really?
So I had to go up to the auditions for that as well then.
So then what did that involve? Did you have to go and move up to London?
Oh yeah, it wasn't for long. It was just I think it was just over a week that we were up there for, and they put us up in a hotel, and I think there's about 30 Marias left at this stage, and they gave us all t-shirts with our names and Maria all in the back and a big question mark, who could be Maria. And then we had like dance lessons, singing lessons, just generally telling us about the role, what they were looking for, and just, you know, loads of different stages. There was different auditions throughout there. They would cut a few every day then. So then if you were left, then you make it through to the TV shows.
Activities.
Right, and I hear a rumour that you brought some extra Marias.
Yeah, I looked at all the tapes of all the girls, and I thought there were a few who were quite good, in fact very good, but I thought 4 were excellent who were missed.
And do you think this is going to freak out the panel?
Well, it may do, it may not. Hopefully it will.
Be punctual and professional at all times.
Andrew's impromptu arrival catches Zoe completely unawares. It's a shock for everyone. But the biggest surprise he is yet to deliver.
Good morning, girls, and welcome. I'm here just to wish you all the very, very best of luck, and to say one thing. I've seen the tapes of all of you, the videotapes. I've obviously not seen you live. I thought that, if I was going to be quite honest, that there were probably half a dozen of you who really could really hack it. Really, I thought. I thought we'd perhaps missed 4 who I thought possibly should be among you, and I brought those 4 with me today. So first of all, I brought Lucy with me.
Spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down.
I think you're a bit posh. I think you're lovely.
Okay.
You're not Maria.
She's very pretty. Slightly baffled why she didn't go through.
The second girl I decided to save is Rhian.
And although I know that he's mine, still I say there's a way for us.
music originally opened in Broadway on November 1959. Then it was adapted as a film musical starring Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer in 1965, which won 5 Academy Awards. It opened in the West End at the Palace Theatre on May the 18th, 1961, and then ran on for 2,385 performances.
Which musical number is your most favourite? I think it's going to have to be The Lonely Goat Herd, because I think that's the most fun one for us altogether. But this is a show that I've grown up, like, literally has been my favourite show since I was a little girl. So these are songs that I grew up singing, I grew up learning. When I first started having singing lessons, the first thing I learned was my favourite things. So there's each of the songs, you know, there's something that I love about each of the songs, and they're so different as well. There's like I Have Confidence, which is really high and a bit frightening, and The Lonely Goat Herd is really fast, so that one's scary. Then there's like slower, more romantic ones with Captain Von Trapp, so they'd be nice to have a change. So I'm looking forward to doing all of them because they're all so different.
Yeah, so do you think because they'll mean like more to, because these songs mean more to you, do you think it'll be more like easy to perform them because you've had so much?
Well, hopefully. Whether Jay will give us really scary dance moves for some of them, I don't know, and that might put me off, but hopefully, because I know them so well, that might go in my favour.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll show you the trials and tribulations of production week, that live theatre can go wrong, and that all the hard work is worth it in the end.